welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're obviously going to be creating this look right here. I hope you all had an amazing Halloween. I am gutted I missed my Halloween uploads, absolutely gutted. I think next year I'm going to start my Halloween uploads like a month early, probably like in August. But yeah, so for today's makeup we are using the Beauty Bay neutral palette for today's look. But that's it. I hope you enjoy the video and I'll see you all soon. Okay, so as you can see I've already done my brows and one eye. I even gone ahead and done the base on my other eye. Just seems to pop in on and then just pop in back off instantly. So this one we can just jump straight into the eyeshadow. So I am going to be using Beauty Bay neutral palette. First brush is P. Louise E9 and I'm taking the shade Cowboy. And I'm tapping this shade, on my outer corner. I am so glad I am recording again. My eye is better. It was watering, like just kept watering all the time. It was just so irritable and so sore. The swelling and everything, the redness went down within like 72 hours. But the watering and stuff, and like it just constantly feels like it's stung all the time. Okay, so now I've patted that shade on a Spectrum A12. I have an itchy eye. Let me just move her eye this time. I am taking the shade Glam, and we're going to use this shade just to gently buff out this first shades. I took my time with this one because they are both very prominent shades, and I did take the shade Glam just a little bit into my inner corner, and obviously I want to control the placement, so I'm just taking my time with the shade. So I'm so gutted that I missed the end of Halloween. So gutted. Hope everyone else had the amazing Halloween. Like, did you dress up? Did you do trick-or-treating? Did you have any trick-or-treaters come to your house? Or don't you bother with Halloween at all? So I'm taking the shade Cowboy. Oh, excuse me. Got a tickle in my throat. And I'm just gently putting that on my lower lash line and blending it out with Glam also. So on a P. Louise E10 we are taking the shade Tender, and we are going to buff that second shade out even more, and I am taking the shade Tender right into the inner corner. Okay, so on a Spectrum B06 we are taking the shade Petal, and we are buffing that last shade out even more. Okay, so now we're going to go back through all those shades again just to deepen them up a little bit. So now it's getting ready for Christmas now, so it's all that gorgeous glam makeup that's going to come out. So we're going back in with Glam. So right now we're going to cut the crease, and I'm just going to do my half cut crease, and I'm using P. Louise Base 05. I also put this base on my lid before the shadow, and I'm using the same brush, which is Bperfect Stacey Marie 407. Okie dokie, so now we're going to blend those two ends together. So same shades. So first off we're going to go in with Cowboy. Okay, now we're going to go in with Glam. Okay, and now we're going to go in with a shimmer. So on a Jessup 237 brush we are taking the shade Sequins, and we are patting this shade all over like 90% of the lid. Okay, before I do my inner corner I am going to go back in with Glam and just gently buff those edges again. There we go. Okay, so on a Bperfect BPE 18 brush, we are taking the shade Dull. You're such a doll. And we popping this in our inner corner. So, okay, and then on a Bperfect Stacey Marie 301 brush, we are taking the shade Jet. And we are gently popping this on the outer corner only. Okay, and then we're taking the shade Cowboy. Quite a bit of that shade, but obviously not too much so it falls on your face. And we are going to buff out Jet. I'm taking that Jet shade along the lower lash line, like so, and then go back in with Cowboy to blend it out a little bit more. Okay, now we're going to go in with Glam. I am being very careful when I'm going back over my cut crease. Okay, now Tender, and then what we do, we leave the last shade until we get a base on, which we're going to have to change brush for, so I'll just put it in my base. My back is seriously painful today. Do you know what? I haven't used my Wet n Wild for a while, so I'm going to use that. Oh my god, I never get used to it being cold. Never. Okay, so now we're going to buff this out using my damp blender. Okay, so now we are going to do highlighter. So, I really need to get more highlighters, so I'm not using the same brands over and over again. So I'm going to use my Conceal and Define highlighter? Concealer. Please tell me I haven't been saying highlighter like all this time. Oh, that's too late. Okay, so apparently I do not have any more C1. So, we are going to go in with C01 instead. Okay. So that's all blended. So I'm going to go in with my contour. So I'm going to use my Bperfect Shape Stick. This is in the shade Caramel. Okay, so everything's all done and blended. So now it's time to set everything. So I can't find my Wet n Wild highlighter, but I've got a bronzer and I've got a blush. My highlighter is somewhere. Why can't I seem to get open the bronzer? Well, that took too long to open. So on a P. Louise F14 brush, we are taking Wet n Wild bronzer. This is in the shade Ticket to Brazil. Okay, so that's done. So now we're gonna go. Oh, do you know what? I didn't set my under eyes first. I'm not with it today, am I? That's what happens when I take some time off. I lose the plot. So on a Spectrum C07 brush, we are taking Makeup Evolution Glam Mood Press Powder in Lace. And we are setting, well, do you know what? I'm going to set everywhere that I've concealed with it, because why not? Yeah, I just went back over with my bronzer because the under eye just went a little bit too low. Okay, so now time for blush. I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild blush. This is in the shade Blazin Berry. I probably should have watched this first before putting it on my face. Yep, that's gorgeous. Absolutely love that shade. Even though I haven't used it before, we love this shade already. Okay, so on a BH Cosmetics Weekend Vibes brush, it is number 3. Like so. Okay, I'm going to go in with a light hand promise of loose powder. So I'm going to use the Beauty Bakery setting powder in the shade Better Not Bitter Oat. Okay, so that is done. so that can stay on while I'm just putting my products away or to one side. So to blend everything together, I'm going to use the Bperfect Lockdown Press Powder. This is in the shade 2.0, and I'm taking it on a P. Louise F2 brush. Oh my god, did anyone else get the latest drop from P. Louise? I got the palettes. I'm considering making another order for the bronzer palette. There we go, so that's done. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly spritz my face using I Heart Revolution Fix and Spray. This is their Peaches and Cream. Okay, so before that dries down completely, I'm going to take Makeup Revolution Lustre Highlighter. This is in the shade Golden Rose. And I'm taking it on a Spectrum B08 brush. Okay, so I'm going to jump off, finish the rest of my face, and I'll come back on with the finished results. See you in a minute. So this is the final result. I've added some earrings in. I think that complements the look. I'm actually wearing a bracelet, which is alien. It's like irritating me as well. So here's my nails. I put nails on, and I want to take them off. You know, they don't last very long with me, but anyway, this is the final result. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Again, I apologise for missing last week's uploads, but my eye was really sore and I just couldn't put anything on my face or around my eye. But yeah, so I used again the Beauty Bay neutral palette to create this look. And if you wanted to know what lipstick I used Too Faced Lady Bold. I think that's just Lady Bold lipstick. Yeah, that's the name of the lipstick. But yeah, so I love it. Look at the pigment of this lip. Look, it matches my nails. But yeah, I'm gonna go take some photos, you know the drill, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.